Y'all dudes ain't bring no water out, did y'all? Turkeys. Turkeys, turkeys, turkeys. Y'all ready to suffer today? Today you're here with Coach AB, Anthony Bishop, coach at MOTEP Charter. That's here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
How the season's been going so far for Jayden?
So far the season has been going pretty well. Some things that we have expected, with the work that we've been putting in. So it's just pretty much, seeing the fruits of our labor, of the hard work that we have been putting in. But I definitely say he started off the season with a huge bang. He was able to go to Florida Relays and finish third in the Olympic development section. Opened up the season with a 45-47. So that, even though we didn't get the win, but the time is like, for a high schooler, you gotta be excited. Then moving right along, I said we took like a little break. Then we came up onto the Puma Invitational down in Maryland. We did that at, what's the name of the school? Morgan State University. So we're down at Morgan State University where he took on the infamous Quincy Wilson. It was a great race by the two of them, but of course, Mr. Horton Mims came out on top. We're running USA #1 of 45-24. And I say like a couple hours after that, we had like a rain delay for like maybe 3 hours. And then later on, he raced Jake Odey in the 200 and went to USA #3 with a 20-point, please don't hurt, 20.36. So it was, like I said, we've just taking it one day at a time, one race at a time. Practice is just like one day at a time, so we're not rushing anything. We pretty much like taking our time, making sure that we're staying healthy, and finish out this season on a great high note.
What's it mean to get some of those great times and against some great competition?
Right.
Jake, who will be potential future teammate with
right,
him in 2 years in Florida, and then Quincy, who's obviously been shocking the world, with his Olympic. What's it mean to get those big wins against some of the biggest names in track right now?
Personally, I would say it means a lot. It tells me, and it also tells Jayden, like, it lets us know that we're right on target for certain stuff that we're doing. It's just one of those things I always tell Jayden, trust your training, trust what you know, trusting what you're supposed to do, going out there and executing how you're supposed to execute. Just the small little things that we work on that some coaches might overlook. I try not to overlook any of those things so that I can get the best out of him. So just being able to lock in with me and really pay attention to what I'm saying, and then to actually go out there and see him executed on the track, it just means the world. Like, it's like, all right, coach, you know what you're doing, and it's just like, and also it just helps the especially because he's not the only athlete that I train, so it just helps the other athletes have more confidence as well, and with their training and their running and all that stuff, because like you get to train with a I guess you could say almost semi-pro guy or whatever like that, or college, someone that's running college times, and then you're seeing what he's doing, and then you're pretty much simulating the same things that he's doing. So it's like they're getting their own success on their own level, while he's getting success on his level. So.
Have there been any determinations on, hey, do we want to go for a U20 team or try to go for a senior team, or are you still kind of figuring out, hey, where the rest of this year kind of lies for you?
I think me and him have figured it out. We're definitely going to do Nike Nationals. We're definitely going to Nationals. We're not going to do U20s. We are going to try to go for the senior team. So that's something that and it's so funny that you asked us that, because me and him just I want to say like probably like a couple days ago, he's like, Coach, we going for World's team. I said, let's go for it. So I'm like, we gonna try to make it. So we gonna see what happens. He's already close to the standards that he does need, whatever like that for and actually in both events, in the 400 and the 200. So he would definitely get in for both. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna play it by curious, and we're gonna see, because I told him at that next level, it's like 3 rounds of the 400, 3 rounds of the 200. So it's not 1 and 2, and then you can jump over to the next. So like I said, I feel as though we'll be ready.
How's it feel so far? How's your year been going this season?
The season's been going great, like as I expected. All summer, been working, just to make my senior year the best.
You've had a couple really big wins against some big athletes in college. Obviously, Quincy Wilson win was big, and following it up with beating your potential future teammate with Jake. What's it feel like to get some of those big time victories against some of the other fastest guys in the country?
It feels great. Like, it feels amazing. Like, really get my name out there because I don't really think people knew who I was for real. So when I beat them, it's like it put me on like who is this kid that's coming out of Philly?
Could break down how that race kind of went for you? With your U.S. leading time in the 400.
So I'm at the line. The first gun go off. We stop. All right. I reset. Got my breath together. Then second gun go off. The second time, I got out strong. Got out. I didn't stop. I got to the back stretch. I kept my speed. Kept it going. When I got right here, I was a little tired. Like when I got to like the 150, but I kept pushing. Then when you get to 100, it's about a mental game. Like it's about if you're gonna finish or you're not, or you're not. I just finished my race. I kept saying to myself in my head, I can't lose.
Yeah.
All right, I got let me do 2 6s, 3 3s, 120s, 150s. No, we'll keep everything heavy. We'll do 5 150s. All right. Huh? Deuce. There's the little marker over there. So you see the little marker? It's yellow. And then for your 350s, it's the yellow marker right there. I know I don't got the cones today. I had a mishap, so I had to make it work. So we start with the 6s. Let's go 60, 70. Just keeping the form, breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You ready? Stay nice and relaxed. Slim tuck in there behind. No grimacing. Yeah, what did you just, who?
We do 1-6 for the day.
1-6. All right, that's fine. You feeling this, right? Yeah, we ain't been doing that. No, that's cool. So that's fine. 1-6, and then everything else.
250.
Huh?
250.
How many?
You said 4, right?
Yeah. You good with those?
Yeah.
All right. Cook. Told y'all.
Gotta get through the rounds one way.
Right. That's heavy? Yeah. Feel heavy? Yeah. Then you remember, huh?
Yesterday, right?
No, you ain't do it, yeah, because yesterday. I know that's why it's the reason why I say I had to see you yesterday. So no, we're gonna be fine. So no, that's fine. Take one off. But like what Kyle said, you gotta remember we gotta start thinking about our rounds. Like start getting high school rounds out of our head and start thinking about like the college level and the next level rounds. So no, that's fine. No twerking, none of that stuff. Start moving around soon. Yo, we still gonna keep it like 60, 70. We're getting out. but I want to make sure y'all finishing with form, all right? I don't want to see no heads in the sky. I don't want to see any grimacing. I want to see nice and comfortable coming through the line, all right? I mean, if you're going to make it a race at the end, that's fine, but like I said, I want to see us staying relaxed. Chins down. We shouldn't be looking that up there. Big arms, all right? Yo, remember, don't give me no piss poor getting out. Remember, you want to get out, find that rhythm, keep the pace, get home, all right? All right. Get out your shoulders, Mims! Drop the shoulders, chin down. Bring the arms up, arms up, arms up, arms up. Get there. Good job. Good job, good job. Catch that breath, move around. No twerking. Couple minutes before your next one.
How you feeling after that one?
Huh?
How you feeling after that one?
Tired. I did that one too fast.
First few reps, they look good. They look good. Like I said, only thing I'm not looking for them to do anything spectacular right now. It's just pretty much like, getting out the kinks. Like I said, we haven't raced in a few weeks, whatever like that. And we just started back training yesterday. So he's going to, be a little rusty, whatever like that, with all of them. So, but other than that, everything else, it looks good. Remember, when we're doing this, right, what else are we supposed to be focusing on when we're doing these? Form, but what else can we take away from this? Getting out, but I'm talking about as far as like the coming home, whatever like that. You're supposed to be figuring out where you can make a move from, right? All right then, so when we're running, I don't want us to just be out there just running just to run. It's always run with a purpose as well, okay? Nice and comfortable. Good job. How you feeling? So? Y'all dudes ain't bring no water out, did y'all? Turkeys. Y'all ready to suffer today? That's what happens. I tell these guys, the most important thing is make sure you stay hydrated. Think anybody bring hydration? No, it's gonna suffer. Relax the shoulders. Pump the arms. Keep it coming. There we go. Thank you.
have you, if you had to make an all-star for a 400-meter race for high schoolers right now, who would you put in that?
Me, Quincy, Sydney, Kendra Jones, Sims. Salvador.
El Salvador, yeah.
Yeah, that's it right there.
This is the mental toughness. Mental toughness. This is when we gotta dig deep. This is us running around. You gotta dig deep. You gonna give up? You gonna quit? You gonna lie down? The race get away from you. Just gonna let them roll you? Come on. This is when you want to work. Times when you tired. That's when you start getting faster. Chin down.
Jayden Horton Mims signing out.